Okay.
Chips. I know Rebel is up for talks, but he's already won it twice. I say it's you. I say you're. I mean, you won 4 more races. Your average finish was probably around a 2 point something. I mean, you really didn't. I think you lagged out once. I don't know. You finished it. You finished either first or second. It seems like every single race. So I don't see why it's not you. It's just me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's an argument. I would honestly argue that it was closing that would be most improved. But I don't know. There are better awards to win than most improved. So
that's true.
All right.
And you won them all. So
I'm back. Sorry. We're just gonna do it this way. I have one more question. Before I send it off to Jake here. You were in Rebel's party, so. Oh, wait a second. Now we're on another problem. It says Fifth has unstable internet.
It says you have unstable internet.
Oh. So we still hear each other, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you were in Rib's party, and I don't know if you knew what he was doing there at the end with the idyllic fungus. Did you happen to know what he was doing?
As far as I could tell, they were just trying to bring out a caution.
Yes.
With like 10 to go. They were racing each other for position really hard, I think.
So
that's all
I think that came from way earlier in the race. But were you a little nervous or irritated knowing that your teammate's sitting there close to bringing out a caution when you're this close to winning the championship?
Oh no, I wasn't irritated. Rebel's smart enough. He's fine. We're all too good to do these single car wrecks anymore, so I wasn't really irritated. I was more so nervous because everyone else was like, so I had a pretty sizable lead, and it was pretty clear that I had the fuel to make it to the end, and I had this thing basically in the bag, and they were all yelling at Rebel to like just slam him into the wall. I'm gonna catch you, and I'm gonna full throttle you, and they were talking about how they're gonna wreck each other. So they gave a caution, and it was funny, but it made me nervous at the end.
Well, I'll send it to Jake now if he's got any questions here.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of asked all my questions while you were on the porta john or something, whatever you were doing.
I had to go to the porta potty.
I mean, I don't really have a question, but I'll say this: it was a good season. I mean, 6 wins, championship and team championship. I don't think it could really get much better. I enjoy it now, and next season, I think you're gonna have some competition that you're really not used to seeing up front next year with the new car.
Yeah, the new car really it's going to be the difference maker. I'm okay with the new car, but there's still a lot to learn about it. You know, we've pretty much mastered the Gen 6 at this point. Anything that can do, we will do, and we've mastered it. But the new car is definitely the equalizer going into next season.
Can I just say something really quick? I think with tonight, even though we're going to the next gen, in all events to win it so far, and in the current gen cars we have, I think tonight you put the stamp on it as the greatest driver in to win it history. That's just me, though. Because you're the all-time wins leader. You got 2 championships. I mean, there's no other choice, but going into the next gens, you still have that.
Well, we're going to do our best.
We'll see.
I think we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll figure it out. All
right, well, you got any more questions, Jake? If not, we'll send it over to Fry.
Nope, that's all.
Is Fry in here? Okay. Fry, you got any questions?
He's muted.
Fifth constant. Congratulations on your season 8, 2-time Mr. All-Time It-to-Win champion. So, and can you show some emotion? Come on, I want to see some emotion. Can you be excited? You look like you're still serious, like you're still in the cockpit.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to shake that mentality. Well, I'm really glad that Deeds picked me up about a year and a half, 2 years ago to race for his team in season 5. And I never would have thought that I'd win the season 5 championship. But I honestly coming into this season knowing that it was relaxed. That's not really playing to my driving style. You know, relaxed cautions, and the final race being Kentucky. I didn't think that this would be my season either, but yeah, it means a lot to me to be in this position, and I'm just really happy all the people that helped me get to this point. Man.
Yeah, you did a great job, buddy. And, it's kind of cool. You cut out of my book. You cut out a pit stop. And all the tonight thought we were going 2021 to have a short pit at the end, and then I kind of saw you going 23, 24, and I kind of said to Cohen, he's cutting one out. He's actually, no one even thought of that. And so congratulations for you. You know, that's a Tanner, a Fry Dog, a Tyler Dohar. You know, that's something we used to do back in the day. And for you to have that much speed and to actually know that strategy, you've come a long ways, Fifth. And, you know, I've had to late at night before. Where, good job.
Thank you.
All right, well,
it means a lot.
Fifth, we have one more request, even though it's not going to be good on my phone as well, but the Fry wanted to see if you would do the gritty for winning the championship. I can't really show it that well on my phone, but he wanted to see if you would do it.
I knew you'd make me do the gritty. I shouldn't even turn the camera on. Hold on. I gotta figure out some way to set you up.
I wish I had this on my computer, but this is good enough.
Alright, hold on. I don't know how to do the gritty.
He's so tall, it's just like... There we go.
All that being sturdy?
Yeah, sure. Wait, so
Sure.
how tall are you?
Sorry.
How tall are you?
6'7".
Jeez, bro. Oh my god.
Don't break nothing. It's probably the best gritty of all time.
That goes a perfect gritty. I wish we had a better view of it, but hey, it still got on stream. Somebody probably clipped it, so you'll be on the internet. But
next one, that one was free. Next one is not. That next one's gonna cost you something.
Oh, I got you. All right, well, congrats on the win tonight. Congrats on the championship and the team championship from last week. Jake or Fry, you guys got anything else? All right, I think we're good. Congrats on it, and see what you can do in the next gen cars.
Yeah, thank you, Cohen. Really appreciate it. I hope you stick with us. We really appreciate everything you do.
All right, we'll see ya.
See you around.
You want to start this one off, Jake? Are you there, Jake? It's gonna be closing. It's gonna be closing.
Oh yeah, I'll start this one off. Oh yeah. He's gonna be pissed, but
We'll wait for him to get in here. If he wants to get in here, we'll see if he even wants to get in the booth.
Hello?
closing soon. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, obviously not how you wanted your race to start. Started off strong. Probably put about a quarter of a straightaway on the guys, and I was like, damn, this guy's got some speed. And then I saw you fall off a cliff, and then I knew probably didn't have your preset on the right thing. What did you run, an 8 or a 9 or something?
Yeah, I ran a 9. It was fast. It was real fast.
Yeah, it was fast for a couple laps, but
Yeah.
obviously you had some hills to overcome. Your teammate is just too fast, so sure that was just. Did you have, once you knew you ran a 9, did you have any faith in winning the race, or you just kind of hope for the best?
Yeah, I kind of knew I probably wasn't going to win. Just kind of stop the bleeding and just try and hold serve. But yeah, it was disappointing. You know, I think a big part of it is you have to set up 18 lobbies for the game to work. So, you know, on the figures on the 17 prior, I had the right preset, and on the 18th, I forgot.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if lag had anything to play a role in that, but obviously it did. I mean, I think you come in second in the playoffs. I mean, I think it's your second time coming in second, so, you know, I mean, first to lose. You're first or last, but it's all right. What are you going to do? Crew chief sets you up with a 9. There's really not a lot you can do. I'm just curious, and I'll send it over to Cohen. What wedge were you running after you got picked?
By the end of the race, I was running 52.5.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's all I needed to hear. Cohen, you got any questions?
I will say, Jake, after the first pit stop, I saw he was running a 51.1, but somehow I got it that high. But closing, obviously.
Yeah, that didn't even do it.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
Obviously, the it's not a question that the lag and the reset of lobbies changed your race, but you obviously put a lot of practice into this track for something like that to happen. But coming into this race, if we, let's say, had no lag, first lobby of the race, you have the pole position and you have the right preset, do you believe that you won this race and beat Fifth Constant Strategy?
I'm going to be honest. I was probably going to try and save. I just wanted to qualify well because I knew lag would be a problem. I knew that there was going to be saving between either one of the two, so I was going to make sure that I didn't lose to that. If I lost because I saved, I was content. But as you saw, you cannot even come close to running a fuel run with a 9. So that kind of went out the window immediately. I knew once I put about a half a straightaway on the first 3 laps, it probably wasn't the right preset. It didn't feel like a 3. So, yeah. To answer your question, the whole race would have probably been different. But, yeah, I can't say if I would have won the thing. But I definitely would have been there. It would have been great.
Does it bother you thinking of how you went this whole season racing incredible just for something like that to happen in the championship?
Not really. I kind of saw it coming when the update came out that the game is going to go to SHIT. I lagged out last week, and this week you're supposed to start at 10, and it's not anyone's fault, but I think we started at 10:50, and even then it was just there was lag. So I'm going to iRacing, so that'll be fun, and I won't really have to deal with that. So.
All right. Well, Fry, you got any questions? If he's there. There he is.
Yeah, I got one for you. Mr. Closing now, or soon. You got the poll tonight, right?
Yes,
Did
sir.
you load your right setup on that start?
On that start, I did. So the whole plan was to run a 9 in qualifying and loosen it up even more than that. I ran a 9 with a 49.7 wedge, and that did the trick after I repaired the damage. And then for the actual race, I was prepared to run a 3 because long run I could save fuel and it would still be comfortable, but I also still had speed if I wanted to do so. So, yeah, I ran a 3 the first time, and things didn't work out.
So your preset was in. So now we get to closing. You were going to kind of go 20-21, run it out, right? You weren't really going to save and then kind of short pit and take 2 tires. Does that strategy get you to where Fifth actually stopped? He closed one whole stop, right? He didn't have to stop. To where Shotgun kind of did it, but he had to pit earlier than you. To where it would have been nice to see your strategy, because I knew you told me your strategy. You're going to run 21 and then have 7 to go. Now cutting out that last stop, does he still beat you? Is the question. Probably it's going to be the question for a long time.
I'm going to be honest. I told a lot of people a lot of different things, but and whether or not you take my word for it or not, I was all likelihood going to save fuel. I think I told Fifth I was going to try and run 20 laps at a time. I think I told you I was going to try and run 21 and then take 2 tires at the end. At the end of the day, it's not a I don't trust anyone thing, but if I tell someone exactly what I'm going to do and it gets out, you're probably going to battle with other people doing the same thing. So I just wanted to
cut out and stop. 24.
Yeah, I knew I was going to try and save about 23 or 24 on the first run. Whether or not I could keep the lead doing that, I probably don't think so, because Shotgun was pushing. But you never know, and that's the beauty of it, and that's the beauty of how bad this game is. So Got a sim on the way. Got a racing rig, whole cockpit. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for the next chapter.
And I have one more question before we close it out. Does this mean it's the end of Closing Soon and In It to Win It?
No, honestly, if the game works, I'm more than happy to run both iRacing and here. I have a Fanatec on the way, so that honestly, I'd be curious to see how the DD1 and the setup I have would run this game. But in terms of time spent on the game, it's probably going to be more so iRacing.
Well, I mean, hopefully you're still here next season. I'm looking forward to it. Next gen cars, hopefully we get them to work with no lag and everything goes great. But congrats on the incredible season. Can't overlook the great season you had, and your team won the team championship. You have a chance at MVP. We'll see if you have if who gets it. You or fifth is obviously got to be one of the questions, but we'll see what happens during the off season, and good season.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone. I've said it before. We play a game that is not very good. So the fact that everyone stays committed and wants to play just shows how much we enjoy when the game does work. It's frustrating when it doesn't, but you can only control what you can control. That's why, I bet you were probably expecting me to join and be all mad, but at the end of the day, I don't think I lost because of my skill. I lost because, one, it took 18 tries to set up the damn lobby, and two, I put in a 9. So you can control what you can control. So thank you guys for, being there and commentating and doing everything you did all season.
All right.
Before you go, just got one final thing. Does having a spotter like Tony Stewart in your ear, does that distract you at all? I know you said you couldn't run the full fuel out because your tires were getting low. Does him being in your ear constantly mess with you at all, or is that something you learned to deal with?
He's a pain in the ass, to keep it blunt. There's multiple times where, I know damn well I'm not going to make the full run, and he's screaming in my ear to bring it down pit road. He needed to shut up, but he wouldn't. But yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. I think there's even a clip. I think Shell sent it in the chat. So yeah, that was less than ideal, having to deal with him yelling at me, because my tires were, I think at one point I had 61 on the right front and 15 on the right rear. So they were about 50% off at one point. Yeah, that's not going to fare too well.
I just want to give kudos to you. I know how hard it is keeping that car straight even when you have a good setup. So you running a 9 and not wrecking anybody and keeping your car straight, that takes some skill. So give kudos to you for doing that.
All right.
Yeah, I played a lot of drift racing games in my childhood.
All right, well, we'll see ya. And one thing, birds of a feather are flocking outside. Okay, see ya.
That's true. All right, I'll catch you later.
All right.
Hey, Jake, my body's been kissed by the sun.
What a guy.
I'm not even going to ask. All right, we're going to get Tenacious in here, and I'm probably going to be the final interview unless either you wanted to do somebody else.
Maybe it might be worth getting Rebel in here.
Yeah, that is true. Ribs and possibly Idyllic. We'll see.
Or I kind of want to get Fungus in here, honestly. I'd rather get Fungus. Not to diss Rebel, but I just want to see his perspective.
I mean, we can try to get them both in here for quick interviews. We're going to get Tenacious first, try to get a quick interview with him, and then go to the other two. Fry, do you want to lead this one off? If Fry's even there anymore. I don't think Tenacious is going to get one because he's not even on the app right now. He probably already went to sleep because he's got work in the morning. Yeah, he went to bed. Okay, I'm going to get Fungus. Is Fungus Abraham Lincoln? Okay.
I have no clue. Honestly.
Alright, well, we're going to get him in. I'll start this one, I guess. See if he gets in here. I think he's going to get in here. He should. I hear Deed's telling him to get in the booth right now. He should be getting in here. There he is. All right, Fungus, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so I think you already know what we're going to talk about here. You were part of some of the most action on the track tonight. Between you and Ribs, what happened there? Like, you guys just both started going at it. What led up to that?
Really, it was just anger built up from what happened on lap 5. I mean, it's just the story of the whole season, you know. Something goes wrong early on, but yeah, that's about it. I mean, I was pretty pissed off having to deal with that by myself for about 120 some laps. So that's about it.
Well,
I mean, but
what were we saying?
it's one race. It's one race. I mean, I'm over it after today. So I mean,
Well, did you even like think of the fact that there could have been a chance of a caution and it would have just screwed over Fifth's plan, or did that not even matter at the moment because of the anger?
well, I wasn't really going to try to wreck him back. I mean, I was just going to try to move him. I mean, kind of show him that, you know, I was upset from what happened earlier. He says it was lag, but I mean, I didn't see any. That's from me. If it was, then, you know, we can talk about it. Don't matter.
All right, well, I'll send it to Jake now if he's got any questions.
Yeah, Fungus, I thought you had some speed. I don't want to make this whole interview about the incident between you and Rebel. I thought you had some speed. Consistent line all night. Obviously, I know what it's like. I've been out on the track where you get wrecked in the first 5 laps and you're running the entire race by yourself. I know it sucks. But yeah, just between you and Rebel, everybody knows that we've had our fair share of incidents too. I thought you kept it professional. You know, you gave them the you know, I'm not happy about this, but you didn't wreck them. You showed them your displeasure. So I was just asking, yeah, kind of what Cohen was saying. Like, did it ever occur to you that if you guys do cause a caution or you get tangled up in one, that what the implications could be on that?
Yeah, you think about the implications of what could have happened. But at the moment, it was just frustrating. But I mean, I'll take blame for if I did cause that situation to happen.
So, if I'm not mistaken, it was on lap 5. You were below him, and I think he just turned down and hit you with the quarter panel, and then you just lost it, right? I kind of saw it live.
On the front stretch, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did say something on the stream, so if you watch it back, I did see it. And I kind of talked about how running a race by yourself sucks, but so, I mean, it's just unfortunate, but I did think you had some speed tonight. You were consistent. You had a pretty decent season. It's your rookie season. Or is this your rookie season, or is it your second year?
It's my second year.
Okay. I think you're on the ride. I mean, I like you as a driver. You're kind of a sweeper, I'm not going to lie. I mean, not really talked about too much, but I think you're a consistent guy. You're always in the top 8, I'd say. So, just unfortunate event tonight.
Well, I have one more question. Last season, Fungus, we saw some great races by you. I'm talking like up in the top 3, looking like you could win a race. You won the Rising Star. Obviously, it was a little bit of a tougher year this season. I think we can both say that with the relaxed cautions and everything. If we're going back to strict cautions next season, should we expect to see you back up there in the top 3 in some of those races like we did last season?
Look, it really depends on how good my race is every single week. It's not just about cautions. It's about putting the work in, and it's also about not making mistakes, and sometimes having a little bit of luck on your side. So if things fall in place, I feel like I could be up there a little bit more, but you got to put in the effort for it to show, right? So.
All right, well, Fry Dog, you got any questions if you're there?
Fungus, Abraham Lincoln. It's a pleasure watching you race on the tracks, like always. Known you a long time, and I look forward to seeing you in season 9, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
All right, well, see what you can do next season, Fungus. Unfortunate ending to the season tonight, but see if you can bounce back, and we'll see you.
See ya.
All right. Even though it's not going to be spicy at all because he claimed it was lag, we're going to get ribs in here anyways. I don't expect any spiciness, but... What's Rebel Boy's username?
Ribs.
I looked that up. It's not showing up.
I don't know. It's like Wicked Lightning.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, he's in here. Well, Ribs, you there?
I am. What's up?
All right, so you know what we're going to talk about too. Early in the race, you got into Fungus, claimed it was lag. Late in the race, you guys seeing each other again. Were you expecting him to retaliate late in the race since you it was lag on your end?
No, not really. Deeds twitched just a little bit on my screen, and it forced me down, and I guess I chopped his nose or something. I know me and Tenacious were racing, and we said that we made the same move. He chopped his nose, which forced me to chop Fungus' nose. I didn't see him the rest of the race, and I know how frustrating it is. I'm not mad at him. I did show my displeasure, explain my displeasure after the race. But, I mean, it happens.
All right, well, we were talking earlier, and before I even say anything, I have a question. Should most improved driver be decided off of the previous season how they drove or how they drove their whole career?
I think, in my opinion, I think it should be like from start of the season to end of the season. Like how they started the season out.
That's the
how they end.
We call that the Hard Charger Award.
Well, then, yeah, I don't know. It's a good award for anybody who gets it. But, that's for the higher-ups to decide with us.
All right, well, we'll see, and I'll send it to Jake, see if he has any questions for you here before we get off.
Not really. I thought that was some good racing between you and Fungus. I thought it was fun to watch. It was entertaining. Obviously, you guys were using each other up. Were you getting yelled at by anybody in your party to knock it off, or did they just not care?
No, there was actually a little bit of encouragement, jokingly, of course. If we brought out caution, just neither one of us would be here next season. But he'd seen what was going on in front of him, and I think we were doing it. He come up to me, he started it, and I just let him go because I seen Fifth was out front. He was leading the race. He didn't have to pit no more. I knew he was going to win the race, so I just kind of let it go. But, most of the time, the only time that I really do anything like that is I'll drive anybody however they drive me. They want to come in there and shove me up the track, then I'm going to try my best to get back up to them and shove them up the track without wrecking them. That had been season 4, season 5. Yeah, probably would have been a caution, but it wasn't, and it was highly entertaining for you guys. So there's that.
All right.
Fair enough.
Well, Fry, you got any questions?
Mr. Rebel. Mr. Fry. Uncle Fry. You are team champion, and you actually got a guy on your team that won the championship. Congratulations this year on your success. And what's the future hold for you? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I've grown how good of a driver. I don't know if I'm going to be an owner next season. I don't know if I'm going to be just a driver. I definitely want to get a win and in it to win it. That is like my life goal. If I get a win tomorrow, it couldn't come fast enough. I mean, it's been 8 seasons, man. I've won a stage. That's it. And in it to win. And it wasn't even on Sunday night. So, I mean, definitely want to get a win for sure. But, I mean, it's just one of those things kind of up in the air right now. I haven't had anybody approach me to come be a driver. I haven't really thought about being a team owner next season.
Ribs,
So, if I'm alive, if I'm able to come back and run full time next season, that'd be great. If I'm not, then maybe he'll be able to contribute by coming in the booth with Toa occasionally and see what he's doing.
Ribs, if you are a full-time driver next season, if I can get it sorted out and figure it out with Deeds, maybe I'm a team owner next season. Maybe you can come race for me.
I appreciate it.
Because I would like to own a team, I'm not going to lie. I just don't have any drivers.
Yeah, I got lucky this time for sure. I mean, I can't thank Fifth Constant enough. Congratulations to him on the driver championship, and him and Closing both were probably the biggest reason why we were able to bring home the team championship. They say I sell myself short, but I mean, they were up there winning races. I was just doing the best I could.
All right, well, anybody else got anything for Ribs?
Nope.
All right, well, congrats on the great season, Ribs. The team championship, and your driver gets the championship, and we'll see. Hopefully you can run here next season. We'll see what happens, and good luck.
All right, man, Cohen. Always appreciate everything you do for us here in the booth and all the hard work you put to get these streams where they are. They are amazing.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And
Yes, sir.
all right, see ya. All right, so should we interview Deeds, or are we gonna call it here?
I'm probably going to go to bed, but you can interview Deeds.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in with us tonight, Jake, and yeah, we'll see what the future holds for you here too.
I'll see you guys.
See ya. All right, last interview of the night, guys. Ow, dude, my arm hurts. Well, I got hit by the ball fry. Not only did it hurt my bone, but it literally left a, like, not exactly a cut, but kind of a welt or cut on my arm, on my forearm, like these 4 little dots. Like a little welt.
The seams cut you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, it's because I never like the pitch. I never pitch whenever we're playing because I hate it because I'm scared of a line drive. The one time I do throw these soft pitches to him and he hits it right at me. I'm just thankful it wasn't my face though. See if Deeds gets in here. I don't know if he's going to get in here, but in case he's not, my overall thoughts on the race tonight. It was a great race. It had a lot of controversy with closing soon early and then tenacious. But we got Deeds in here now. Deeds, you got a copy? You're muted.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Trying to get my okay.
Did you finish on the lead lap tonight?
Nope.
Oh, so
No, sir,
so
did not.
you didn't finish on the lead lap once this season?
Not one time.
Well, overall, obviously it was an off season for you, but we're going hopefully back to Strix next season. That's what I want. That's what a lot of people want. And in the next gens, do you think you can find yourself having any success in the next gens and on strict cautions?
Well, we're kind of talking about that right now because, I mean, the beginning of this race, for instance, right here, normally we'd be running real hard up against each other, you know, trying to get that one spot right there so you stay with the front 3 cars.
but worked out where there was enough lag that we had to restart enough that that's 3.8 seconds from the lead by the first pit stop. I don't feel that there's the ability to race hard on this game. And, strict cautions, yeah, it does help that. But then everybody needs to remember last season when them strict cautions and, man, you were about to win this race and somebody spins getting on pit road. But, yeah, we're actually talking about that right now. I honestly feel that the only thing that's possible for us to do is either hope they fix the game, because it's damn near unplayable, to be honest. It's absolutely horrendous. And I can't believe they have the world's best marketing team because they got every one of us for an extra $10 4 years later. And I'm honestly pissed about the whole game. So I don't know what's happening next season, but I don't even know that it's possible with this broken game. I just don't.
Well, we'll send it to Fry over here really quick before we get off here. Fry, you got any questions?
Hey, man, I enjoy watching this race, even if there is the worst game deeds. I mean, yeah, you guys had a lot of diversity tonight. I said, everybody else was being really negative tonight, right? And I said, hey, man, this game's going to start a little after 11. It's going to clear up a little bit. I mean, you had a little lag, and it actually went pretty smooth. I mean, it was a lot of strategy. Feel bad for closing soon, who had the pole, who loaded the wrong preset. Could have been a little different, but for the most part, I mean, you guys put on a good show, dude. So I want to thank you. I don't really have a question for you. I just want to say I enjoy it, and I like being in the booth with Cohen.
Hey, I love you being here. I love you being here, baby. As long as you're entertained, that's all I care about. And, no matter what, nobody's going to look back. You might hear, Shotgun might complain, that season was terrible. But Fifth Constant will be like, I won 5 races that season. I'm the champion. So, that you look back on it, and no matter what we do, I don't think we're done. I just think that we need to figure out where we go from here. I really think all that starts with fixing that PC right there so we can actually stream something on it. But, yeah, there's a lot of things happening. It's the dead of summer, and me personally, if it wasn't for the love of these guys that I race with, I'd have been sitting outside with some logs burning on a fire listening to crickets right now. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's next. All I know is I got a team if I need one.
All right, well, one more thing.
Yeah, thank you.
One more thing before we get out of here and end the stream because it's already 1 a.m. Next season, is there any possible chance there would be an opening for me to be a team owner?
Yeah, probably.
Well, keep me there.
Hopefully. But you know what? You got to be committed. We had guys here this season that, they've been here for a long time, just disappear. Not show up, not message or anything, and you got to be committed. You can't leave teammates. Poor Fungus. Fungus, he's going to win he ain't got a shot in most improved, right? Sophomore slump, we'll call it. But, hell, he started off over there on the team with a guy that didn't even have gold when he loaded up the game that night, and then I think he ran over there a couple races by himself or something. We got him on the team there finally, for the last few races. And just imagine being out there and you've ran 13 races and damn near all of them you ain't seen another car. You're out there just running your so we're looking to change that. But yeah, you got to be committed and you got to be
well, I won't be driving,
leader.
so you don't got to worry about me leaving.
Right. Yeah, I might want to drive for Team Code Rain. Hell, who knows?
I'd like to get 5th, but I think he's already got a team, so that's the one driver I would really want the most.
If you're looking for winners, you better get 5th Constant. I ever tell you, I found him in a public lobby, and everybody's loved him since the day I brought him.
5th, if you are out there in the chat still, I think you already have a team. I'm not sure, but come talk to me. Maybe I can recruit another driver that you want. I really want you on my team though, 5th. So come talk to me. All right, well, we'll see if you can bounce back next season with this season. You had a win last season, and then this happened, but relaxed cautions can do that to some people. So we'll see.
Say this. It's like, so this, well, basically what we did this season. I mean, there's some frustration here, but basically what we did this season, we said, you know what, we've played this game every single way that we can, and we kind of turned this season into a chess match. And if you watch Fifth Constant, what he did, him in closing were able, first 4 races, Tenacious won them all. Nobody could get with what he was doing. Like, it was a completely different style, foreign to most of racing, but you see how quick they adapted. I mean, Fifth Constant won 2 races this season by saving fuel from lap 2. You hear Fifth Constant in a race chat, waving you by. That's not normal, but whatever it takes to win, and he's the champ. So congratulations to him. Fry, you know I love you tuning in, baby. Cohen, appreciate everything you do. I know it's summertime. It's got all kinds of stuff going on and whatnot, and could have been out playing basketball tonight, but came in and broadcasted this for us, and I appreciate that. And I know all the guys do. We all have a good time. We're here because we have fun. That's why. Bad as the game is, we still load her up and get on and play together.
All right, well, we're gonna end the stream there. It was a fun race tonight, and excited to see what happens next season.
Copy that.
Oh. Hold on. See if Fry wants to get back in here. But anyways, my overall thoughts on that race, guys. Finish of the race. It was a great race. Unfortunately, Closing Soon had the bad finish, or the bad start with the preset, and then Tenacious made the big mistake throughout the race, in the middle of the race. Unfortunately, costed his season with how incredible it was. But Fifth Constant came on top, got it all done. I don't think Fry's going to get back in here, but Fifth Constant got it done, won the thing. Congrats to him. We'll see what happens next season. Maybe I'll be owning a team. And any drivers interested in driving for me next season, hit me up because I need drivers. And, I'll think of some things to do. I'm thinking like maybe a requirement of practice per week. I don't know if that'll work because it's just a video game. But, hey, we'll see what happens. And we'll see you guys next season. Or the award show, actually. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. We don't have the award show scheduled yet, but look on like Facebook or Discord or something. We'll have that posted in there sometime, and we'll see you guys. Actually, well, before we leave, I just realized, it is the last race of the season. So thank you to everybody who's tuned in this whole season. And it always feels like at the end of a season, it's like the end of a school year or something, guys switching teams, and it's like kind of disappointing at first. But it's been an incredible season with the relaxed cautions even. And I hope we get to go back to strict next season. But thank you to everybody who's tuned in, drove, put the work in, everything. And I'll miss it for however long we don't have it, but we should be back in hopefully a few weeks. And yeah, we'll see you guys then.